is again my pleasure as your fire chief this afternoon. We're going to go ahead and get started with our presentations. Again, I'd just like to say we really, really appreciate all of you all coming out on this evening to again pay tribute to our Tampa Fire Rescue community. That includes our active duty members, our retired members, our partners in the community, our law enforcement members, and all of those individuals. But I would be remiss this evening, gang, if I did not pay particular attention to a table down front here, and the fact that many of us who enjoyed the fire service as we do today and enjoyed the level of commitment with respect to what we have in the stations, from the trucks to the buildings to the infrastructure, those great patriots that came before us, those fine men who came out and gave nothing but heart to protect this great community. Again, and they're sitting over here to my right, to many of you all's left. If I could just get them to stand just for a quick little bow. Sam Sonardi, Russ, Charlie, Bajika, the whole crew. Can't give them a round of applause. Those are the wheels that brought us in here. Awesome group of guys. Supports Tampa Fire Rescue today, still engaged in ensuring our health and safety. Now this brings me to this point. An individual who absolutely loves this community, has embraced every part of it, has been in the community for almost 3 decades. An individual that we all know and have come to love and admire because his passion is to make this the safest community for all of us to live, work, and play, and to continually look beyond our own shores to identify those things that will enhance this community's star power that we, again, have become accustomed to. And more so, one of the things I really, really admire about him is his selfless attitude that it's not about us, it's not about him, but it's for our future, it's for our youngsters. Just as those great patriots that came before us, that's this individual's focus. Please help me welcome him to the stage. Our mayor, the finest mayor in the nation, Mayor Bob Buckhorn.
No, please sit down, guys, sit down. I appreciate it more than you'll ever know. I learned a long time ago not to get between firefighters and the last call at the bar. So I think half of our audience is out there somewhere. To all of you, I want to say thank you. A year and a half ago, when I started down this journey, there weren't too many people that believed that I would be here now. But you did. You did. And 25,000 houses later, through the heat of the summer when no one else would come out, when no one dared walk, we walked. Door after door after door, we walked. 25,000 houses. Knocked on by me, or my family, or firefighters. And you know something? When they said we couldn't win, we said, bring it on. And because of you, this city turned a page in its history. You stood up when no one else would. You believed when no one else would. You walked when no one else would. You were there when no one else would. And you know something? We won. Congratulations, you guys. And I couldn't have done it without you. To Local 754, to MG, and to Jace, and to Bill, and to every firefighter that held a sign, that stood a precinct, that knocked a door, that dodged a dog. I think it was a professional courtesy they didn't bite you guys. We did it. Tampa Fire, it's our turn. This is our time. This city is ready to go in a new direction. I could not be more excited about the future of this department. When I was at that promotion ceremony last week and I saw in the eyes of guys who have worked for 20 years that same enthusiasm that I saw when they came on the job 20 years ago. And in the eyes of those young recruits who feel so honored to be a part of this great department, to join the ranks of all of you, to follow in the footsteps of you who have made this department one of the finest departments in the country. You have set a high threshold. And you know what our job is? I can tell you what my job is as a parent and now as a mayor. To leave this city in better shape than it was given to me. You know what your job is? To leave this department in better shape than it was given to you. So get up every day. Understand that you represent the greatest city in America. That you wear the colors of the greatest fire department in America. That I am so proud that you represent me every day, on every call. You make a difference. And you make me proud. Tampa Fire Rescue, we got 4 years together. Let's make a difference. Thank you, and God bless you.
What an awesome boss, huh? Give it up. Now if you'll focus on the screen here on the stage, and we will have a short video presentation of our Tampa's finest doing what we do day in and day out, protecting this great community. We'd like to thank Captain Wade and the entire video caption community, Brian and crew from CCTV, and all of those that made that happen. Give it up again for a nice video. Now it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you all today, this evening rather, someone who most of you have become familiar with. She came to the community, and well, in 1992, she was named Miss Georgia. She came to Tampa Bay area and became the face of Bay News 9. And among her many accomplishments, she is also very active with different charities in the community. This will be her rookie year actually hosting or being our MC or our mistress of ceremonies for our awards banquet. But gentlemen and ladies that especially are outdoors type of persons, you will really, really appreciate this talent. Guys, she has her own front end loader. She can operate a bush hog, any type of internal combustion engine type of program. She just recently helped her father erect a new deer stand. And I think she kind of sprinkled some food around that too. Chief Castor, you in the house? She is absolutely an awesome talent though. And, but when I saw her dressed this afternoon, I says, now, that don't look like a dress that's fitting for a bush hog or our front end loader. But we are so pleased that she agreed to come out and be our MC and mistress of ceremony this afternoon. So will you please join me in welcoming to the stage our own Georgia peach transplanted to a Tampa tangerine, Jennifer Holloway.
The chief was alluding to the fact he didn't think I was dressed appropriately for tonight in case we had any rescue activities we had to do, but sir, I beg to differ. I dressed as the damsel in distress, so it's okay. It's all good. I want to say proudly on behalf of Bright House Networks, we are so proud to sponsor you, to be a part of your organization, and to say thank you here tonight. And I personally appreciate what you do. You see, in my job, I told people what you did. I saw the B-roll video of how hard you worked, rescuing people, saving lives, changing lives, making a difference. I know how hard you work. Thank you for what you do. It's endless, selfless work, and I really appreciate it, and so does Bright House. We'll begin tonight with recognizing our dignitaries here in the crowd. If you'll please stand when I call your name. Mayor Bob Buckhorn. Councilwoman Yoli Capon. Councilwoman Lisa Monteleone. In her place tonight, Marcus Garza. Hooray. Councilman Mike Suarez. Councilman Cohen's parents, Steve and Iris Pastor. Chief of Police, Jane Castor. City Clerk, Shirley Fox Knowles. Director of Solid Waste, Tanya Brickhouse. State Attorney, Mark Ober. Public Defender, Julianne Holt. Hillsborough County School Board, Dorothy Edgecombe. Hillsborough County Fire Rescue, Deputy Chief Chip Branham. Councilman Frank Reddick. MacDill Air Force Base, Fire Chief McHudson Theodore. Zephyr Hills Fire Chief, Keith Williams. Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, Major Ray Lawton. Hillsborough County Aviation Authority, Vice President of Operations, Ed Cooley. Colonel Hugh Campbell. The Black History Organization, Frank Crum. And from Grace Mary, Church Elder James Reed Jr. Next, I'll read the names of the executive staff for Tampa Fire Rescue. Please stand. Scott Ellers, Assistant Chief of Operations. Nick LaCicero, Assistant Chief of Administration. Your Fire Marshal, Russell Spicola. The current Interim Airport Chief, Michael Gonzalez. Personnel Chief, Joe Provenzano. Interim Special Operations Chief, Emilio Salavarria. And your Emergency Coordinator, Chauncia Willis. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Jerry Spadell from the Regional Burn Center at Tampa General Hospital. We'll make a very special presentation. Jerry.
Hello, thank you for having us here tonight. Tampa General is always honored to be invited to this. My name again is Jerry Spidel. I'm a staff nurse at Tampa General Hospital. I consider myself very blessed to be the coordinator for Camp Hoppataki. Camp Hoppataki was founded by Tampa Firefighter Local 754 21 years ago. Some of those original founding firefighters are here, and I want to thank them every day for letting me be involved in Camp Hoppataki. It is a camp for burn survivors ages 5 to 17. We take them away for a week every summer and tire them out with numerous activities throughout the community. Bay News 9 and Bright House have been very generous to cover us, and we have a lot of media support from them as well. It's a week for the kids to get together with people that have endured similar injuries and really be open and a nurturing environment for them. So it's really about the kids, and I'm very happy to be a part of it. This year, Camp Hoppataki was represented by Captain Jace Cohan at the National Burn Camp in Washington, D.C., along with our camper, Robbie Leatherwood, who's a 16-year-old camper. He sustained an injury about 10 years ago. I believe he was 6 or 7 at the time. Jace works tirelessly getting us organized, getting our tickets purchased, making sure we have food and water at all our various stops. He rarely gets to have any fun. He's working pretty much all day, every day to make sure that the kids and us are taken care of. So we thought for a change, we let him go have some fun, explore the nation's capital, and a once-of-a-lifetime experience at National Burn Camp. I always beg to go, and they won't let me. I try. I'm sorry. He was the unanimous choice to go to National Burn Camp. Robbie and Drace had a great time enjoying DC and the various monuments and the house and everything. For this reason, it's my honor to present Captain Jace Cohan with the Outstanding Volunteer Award.
Next, we have a very special presentation from a survivor, someone whose life was saved not one time, but twice by your efforts. I'd like for Mr. Clark to please come forward, and also the crew on Engine and Rescue 11A. Please come forward. Now I'll explain. The beautiful painting that you see in front of you was done by Mr. Clark. When this rescue crew arrived to his home, he had had a heart attack. The rescue crews did what they know how to do, save lives. Rushed him to Tampa General, where he had another heart attack. Soon thereafter, the doctor wasn't quite sure what was going on. These guys were so sincerely working so hard to save his life, they went out and got the EKG papers, the report, and brought it in to show the doctor what was going on, because they didn't think that she was taking it seriously enough. Gentlemen, thank you for saving his life, not just once, but twice. Mr. Clark did the painting himself. He is an artist and is very proud to present that to the crew here tonight. I'm sure they'll hang it with pride. Thank you for what you do. Engine and Rescue 11A. Tonight you will hear about many individual efforts, as well as team efforts, and all of these people that you will meet tonight deserve our appreciation and respect for their true commitment to make our community a much better place to live and to work. Some will tell you they're just doing their jobs. That's their first response. Others say they just happen to be at the right place at the right time. But no matter what the situation, your services are truly appreciated. When your name is called, please come forward. Join Chief Forward, who is handing out the awards. Our first presentation this evening is the Tampa Fire Rescue Allegiance Award. For many years, Mr. Steve McAnally has been a steadfast supporter of Tampa Fire Rescue. He has been a lobbyist and a community liaison between Tampa Fire Rescue and many local businesses. He has been instrumental in assisting local businesses resolve many issues and become compliant with fire safety codes, and by sometimes being a mediator between the community and the fire marshal's office. He has also put forth great effort with local businesses to show support to the nominees that are selected as our Firefighter of the Quarter. He spends much of his own time gathering gift certificates from numerous local businesses that he turns in to present to the Firefighter of the Quarter. By him taking his time to gather gifts and to represent so many local businesses before the City Council for this worth is his cause, he has shown an above average commitment to Tampa Fire Rescue, the City of Tampa as well. He has promoted Tampa Fire Rescue and, more importantly, our employees. Steve McAnally's efforts go way above and beyond what is required of him. For these and for many other reasons, we thank you, and we're proud to present you with the Tampa Fire Rescue Allegiance Award. I'm guessing Mr. McAnally is not here. McAlany, I apologize. I'm sure we'll get the award to him, but we certainly appreciate his efforts. Some of our awards also involve heroic actions by citizens, coupled with the efforts of Tampa Police Department. Our first presentation is to Mr. Kenneth Zach and Tampa Police Department Sergeant Kimberly Pleward Torres. Will the two of them please come forward? Here's their story. On January 21st, Mr. Zach was staying with a relative in the Hyde Park area. He heard yelling and commotion from the adult living facility nearby. He observed smoke pouring from a neighboring two-story building. Without regard for his own safety, he quickly jumped a fence and rushed into action. He entered the building and began attacking the flames with portable fire extinguishers. He also began assisting several residents as they tried to get away from the fire. Sergeant Kimberly Pleward Torres then arrived on scene and began to help Mr. Zach with the evacuation of these residents. Because of the quick, unselfish acts of Mr. Zach and the assistance provided by Sergeant Pleward Torres, not one of the 61 residents of that building were hurt, nor were they injured. For these efforts, Mr. Zach is being awarded the Tampa Fire Rescue Certificate of Merit Gold, and Sergeant Pleward Torres is being awarded the Tampa Fire Rescue Certificate of Merit Bronze. Next, we have the Certificate of Merit Gold. Chief Jane Castor, will you come forward and accept this award on behalf of Corporal Eric Wilkinson, who's not with us here tonight? On Monday, April 18, 2011, while Tampa Fire Rescue units were still en route to a reported structure fire, Corporal Wilkinson arrived on scene to find smoke coming from the front of the home. Inside the home, trapped behind burglar bars, was the home's tenant. Corporal Wilkinson retrieved an axe that he had in the back of his patrol car, and he quickly began to try and free the trapped occupant. He was able to break one of the two locks before the axe handle broke. Corporal Wilkinson could hear the fire trucks approaching, so immediately he began to reassure the trapped occupant that help would soon arrive. When Tampa Fire Engine number 10 arrived on scene, he quickly alerted them to the trapped occupant. And because of these efforts and effective communication, they were able to free the trapped occupant and bring him to safety immediately after their arrival. For these efforts and his ability to remain calm and reassure the trapped occupant, Corporal Wilkinson is being honored tonight with Tampa Fire Rescue's Certificate of Merit Gold. Our next award of the evening is going to be awarded to Mr. Moses Wells. Please come forward, Mr. Wells. On December 16th, the City of Tampa employees, Benita McConico and Mike Carter, were driving a city vehicle full of trash and debris from illegal dump sites. As they were driving north on 22nd Street, they observed smoke coming from the rear of the truck. They quickly stopped the truck, and Mr. Carter ran to a nearby fire station to get help. Mr. Wells observed that the truck was on fire and quickly rushed to assist. It just so happened that he was pressure washing at that time. Mr. Wells proceeded to the vehicle with his pressure washer, and he held the flames in check until fire units could arrive on scene. Because of these quick actions, damage was held to a minimum, and the situation did not escalate. We're pleased tonight to honor him with the Certificate of Merit Bronze. Our next award is going to be presented to Mr. Robert LaFleur and Miss Amanda Belt. Miss Amanda is not here, but Mr. LaFleur, I believe, is, if you'll come forward. On February 19th of this year, while at Lowry Park Zoo, there was a citizen that experienced a significant cardiac event. Mr. LaFleur is a park employee, and Mrs. Belt is an emergency room nurse at a local hospital. These two individuals quickly came to the action to render aid to the downed patient. These two applied an automatic external defibrillator and quickly delivered a life-saving electrical shock to that patient. Both of the individuals involved in CPR efforts prior to the arrival of Tampa Fire Rescue units. Tampa Fire Rescue Lieutenant Ryan Bradford wrote that they did this in low light conditions and with all of the chaos you would expect from a public attraction. He also stated that the information shared was precise and very accurate. As a result of all involved, he was happy to report that the patient was delivered to St. Joe's with a pulse. If it had not been for their actions, the outcome likely would have been much worse. Tonight, thank you, Mr. Robert LaFleur, as you are awarded the Tampa Fire Rescue Certificate of Merit Bronze. This next award is really just another example of what community involvement can do to make our city a much better place. Rashawn Roberson, Lewis Richardson, and Steve McCullough, please come forward. Now, these three individuals here tonight are part of the Ybor Yes team. On July 22nd, in the early morning hours, they witnessed an individual starting a fire to residents in the Ybor City area. They quickly extinguished the fire and helped the Tampa Police Department to identify the suspect for a timely arrest. They acted quickly on their observations, and likely they saved the two-story structure from burning. By assisting the Tampa Police Department, they, in all likelihood, prevented future fires that would have been set by this arsonist. And because of their actions, we're pleased to present them with the Certificate of Merit Bronze. Would Mr. Joe Inocencio please come forward? Here's a true hero, ladies and gentlemen. On a Saturday morning in November, he, along with an AC technician, were working in the 4300 block of South Thatcher Avenue. He heard a woman screaming for help. He went outside to find a house a few doors down, and that house was on fire. Without hesitation and without regard for his own safety, Mr. Inocencio, who had served in the United States Marine Corps, sprung into action. He rushed to the house. He forced open the front door. The house was fully charged with smoke to almost zero visibility. He wrapped a shirt around his face and he went inside to find a woman. He assisted her to safety to the front yard, and once there, she told him her babies were inside. There was also a man in the back of the house. He re-entered the house and found a 20-year-old man and his girlfriend struggling to find their way out of the burning home through the thick, toxic smoke. He assisted the two to the front door, and for the third time, he went back into the burning home. He made his way to a small room in the rear and found an elderly, handicapped man who could not walk. He threw the man's arms around his neck, and he carried that man to safety. Once all the victims were out safely, he rendered care to the family who had first and second-degree burns. His brave and courageous acts in that morning, in all probability, saved the lives of those 4 individuals. And for these actions, Mr. Inocencio, we present you with Tampa Fire Rescue Medal of Valor Gold. Now we recognize some of our firefighters. The crew of Engine and Rescue 21C, with driver engineer Danny Herrero, firefighter Jackie Bennett, firefighter Mark Neal, firefighter Danielle Vincent, driver engineer Dan Quattrino, and paramedic Jim Troutner. Please come forward. On August 21st of this year, Engine and Rescue 21 were dispatched to a local golf course on a rainy Saturday afternoon. Upon arrival, they found a patient whose pulse was pulseless and had no respirations. He was quickly loaded into the rescue car, where a combination of perfect teamwork and excellent advanced cardiac life support combined made the patient a survivor. On November 17th of last year, that survivor stopped by a station, number 21, to express his gratitude to the crew who saved his life. He and his wife displayed a sincere, heartfelt appreciation for the individuals, their efforts, and most of all, second chance at life. Because of their collective efforts, that day, there's a resident that is alive and well today. And as a result of that, we're pleased to award Engine and Rescue 21C with the Esprit de Corps Award. Next is our Certificate of Merit. Will Supervisor of Inspections, Tammy Miragulli, please come forward? This past May, Tammy took on a project to raise money for the Tampa Firefighters Museum. This was an undertaking that was definitely not easy. It required many hours of her own time, along with numerous entities that had to be brought forward to be successful. Within 6 weeks of her original idea, it became a reality. Her total dedication to perfection was the reason for the success. The 2011 Firefighter calendar was more successful, garnered more publicity, and attracted more interest than the previous calendar in 1995. Tammy's supervisor writes that her capabilities are endless. As a newly promoted supervisor, she relates well to her employees, she communicates effectively with the business community, and her attention to detail is what makes her what she is today. She represents our department well. And for these reasons, we're pleased to present her with Tampa Fire Rescue's Certificate of Merit. This next award proves that just because one of ours is off-duty doesn't mean they're truly off-duty. Will Lieutenant Justin Baxter please come forward? On March 6, 2011, in the nighttime hours, Lieutenant Baxter was returning home when he came upon an accident at the intersection of Highway 60 and Highway 39. Despite the personal risks associated with traffic, potential hazards associated with the impacted damaged vehicles, and significant amount of body substance, Lieutenant Baxter initiated action without hesitation. Lieutenant Baxter initiated a rapid assessment and he quickly called 911. He calmly and effectively relayed an accurate size-up and timely request for appropriate equipment. His initial actions facilitated the rapid and complete response that was necessary to deal with the 4 casualties and, unfortunately, 1 death. His efficiency and his professionalism in directing and managing people who had little to no training and later arriving professionals was obvious by the statements of the victim later to their families. In the end, there were in excess of 10 emergency units, counting law enforcement, fire rescue, and medevacs that arrived, and they were all employed due in large part to the initial actions of Lieutenant Baxter. His hands-on treatment and comforting of patients further demonstrated his selfless act of caring. Despite great risk associated with a nighttime accident scene, Lieutenant Baxter provided direction, caring, and comfort for severely injured and dying victims. And for these reasons, we're proud to present him with Tampa Fire Rescue Medal of Valor Silver. The next award being presented goes to someone who has always had the respect and the admiration of his peers, his subordinates, superiors, and the residents of Tampa. Would recently retired Captain Joe Billick please make his way forward? During his 28-year tenure, he has exhibited all the core values that Tampa firefighters strive to be. He has always shown great pride in his career. His superiors note that he has been an instructor, a mentor, and most importantly, an inspiration to all of his fellow employees. Captain Billick has cultivated many young firefighters to become seasoned driver engineers as well as captains. Truth be known, he has even mentored a chief at a time or two. He has been a source of information, confidence, and reassurance for others seeking guidance. Now, in the final 18 months of his career, he has taught many how to face adversity with dignity and with courage. The captain has risen to his current challenge and shown the same tenacity, determination, and desire as he has throughout his career. During his tenure and even after his retirement, he has shown why firefighters are often referred to as selfless, courageous, and many times bigger than life. He has set a true example that we should all hope to live by, both personally and professionally. If there was anyone that we should aspire to be, it is our own Captain Joe Billick. We're proud to present him with Tampa Fire Rescue Lifetime Achievement Award. Now our highlight of the evening. It is time to present the Firefighter of the Year Award. But before we start, would all of the previous Tampa Firefighters of the Year please stand? We'd like to recognize you. Allow me to introduce your Firefighters of the Quarter for 2011. And we'll announce the Tampa Firefighter of the Year at the end. When I call your names, please stand at your table to be recognized and remain standing until we announce all of the candidates. Captain Don Mauger. He recently retired from the department after 30 years. During his tenure with Tampa Fire Rescue, he worked his way through the ranks and achieved the position of captain, a position that Captain Mauger has taken very seriously. He is one of the first fire department members to have he's one that the first fire department members have contact with, and professionally he guides hundreds of potential Tampa firefighters through the rigorous process. Many of those don't make the cut, but still there are many that receive the memorable phone call from Captain Mauger welcoming on board to the department. During his own tenure in the personnel office, Captain Mauger has kept the office moving smoothly under the guidance of the last 5 personnel chiefs. He also oversees employee payroll, health benefits, new employee screening, promotional testing, and stays engaged in grant funded projects like the recently awarded $3.5 million SAFER grant. Outside the department for more than 20 years, Captain Mauger has been teaching EMT and paramedic programs within the Hillsborough County area at Hillsborough Community College. Captain Mauger. Would driver engineer Debbie Lawton please stand? She's been with the department since 1988, and during her tenure, driver engineer, Lawton has developed a very impressive resume. She is a hazardous material technician, a rope technician, and a very active member of the Urban Search and Rescue Team. She is a longtime member of the Awards Review Board and the Sick Bank Committee, and is on the Firemen's Benevolence Board as well. She's done all of this while being assigned to Tampa's downtown station, one of the most demanding stations in our city. And this is where she's been assigned for most of her career. In addition to all of that, driver engineer Lawton has been heavily involved in Tampa Fire Rescue's medical skills lab at the training grounds for more than 20 years. She's spent countless hours of her own time assisting the rescue division with the implementation of medical protocols and assisting with training over 600 employees to make sure that Tampa Fire Rescue maintains and many times exceeds training requirements. She's always done all of these with a positive, can-do attitude. Driver engineer Debbie Lawton. Lieutenant John Hines, please stand. Lieutenant Hines has been with the department for less than 10 years. He was hired in February of 2003, and in this time, he has gained some very notable accolades. He has demonstrated leadership and his commitment to our profession during that tenure. Lieutenant Hines was selected early in his career to serve on the Honor Guard. He is also certified in aircraft rescue firefighting and is routinely used in the ARFF division. It is Lieutenant Hines' commitment to charity that has also added to his deserving role of this acknowledgement. He has been a counselor with Camp Hopataki, which is a camp, as you know, for severely burned children. He routinely shows compassion as well as a desire to help these young kids cope with the injuries that are going to affect them for the rest of their lives. He recently organized a 5K race, and he spent countless hours mapping out the route, organizing all the sponsors, and attending meetings with the City of Tampa. When that event was concluded, it had over 350 participants, and it raised over $17,000 for Camp Hopataki. Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant John Hines. Our fourth firefighter of the quarter, Captain Donald Bennett. Captain Bennett is a seasoned officer with a vast amount of experience. Some of his accolades throughout his career include heavy rescue, tactical medical response, urban search and rescue, and marine firefighting. Captain Bennett is currently assigned to Fire Station number 17 on Davis Islands and is the B-shift captain of Fireboat number 1. He spent countless hours of his own time over the last 4 years with Metalcraft and TFR administration inside the building, putting into service and maintaining Tampa's recently purchased fireboat. He has responded to hurricane-ravaged areas to assist on his own time. He has taught at the Florida State Fire College in Ocala, taught at Hillsborough Community College, and has been a Leary Votech instructor teaching Tampa Fire Rescue personnel. Captain Bennett has demonstrated a long-term commitment and a high level of professionalism to the Fire Service Department. Captain Donald Bennett. Now that you have seen and recognized our 4 candidates for the Firefighter of the Year, let me tell you what the Firefighter of the Year is going to win tonight. Bill Curry will take the Firefighter of the Year and several guests on Mr. Curry's yacht for an all-day fishing trip. A $100 check from the Awards Committee. Our Firefighter of the Year will also receive the Krista Lum Trophy and a trophy from Steps Towing. Steps Towing will also provide a night out in the Steps corporate limousine. And last but not least, Bright House Networks is more than proud to provide 12 months of free high-speed internet, telephone, and television services, as well as many other tokens of our... Well, you like that, don't you? You like that cable. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor to recognize tonight and to be awarded our Firefighter of the Year for 2011. Please congratulate Driver Engineer Deborah Lawton. Now, Major Lawton, I know you've been to these events before, and the spouse should come forward too, so we want you to come forward and recognize your wife. Major Lawton, if you'll please come forward as well. Now, as tradition, we typically have a bouquet of roses for the spouse. So, Major Lawton, you're going to get a bouquet of roses tonight, sir. Very nice. Another round of applause for your Firefighter of the Year. And I won't tell you what Debbie told me about who wears the pants at home. I'm just saying. I'll tell you later. And there comes the free cable. I'd like to thank Joe Durkin, formerly with Tampa Police Department. He represents Bright House Networks very proudly as well in the community. Thank you, Joe, for what you do. Also, a big thank you to our table sponsors, Busch Gardens, Mariana Frey, CF Industries, Richard Gant, Firemen's Benevolent Association, Mike White, Crew of St. Florian, Rusty Spicola, Nationwide Solutions, Denny Davis, Police Benevolent Association, Greg Stout, Steps Towing, Jim and Judy Stepp, Tampa International Airport, Tampa Firefighters Local 754, Costello, Tampa General Hospital, Ryan Heitoff, 10-8 Fire Department, or Fire Equipment rather, Don Bauer, crew members of Charlotte DeBerry and Tampa Electric Company. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you for what you do.